Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a Truder, and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda, where today I'd just like to take a little bit of time to be on the ship, because the people in the comments have been reminding me, yeah, I've kind of been ignoring my crew a little bit. All my squad mates, apparently they've been sending me emails and wanting to speak to me about this, and that, and the other, so I should probably, go and speak to them and stuff. So today, we're going to catch up with all of my squad mates and see what they want to do next, because some of them, they're like loyalty quests, the next stage might now be available, and if it is, then possibly it's going to be on a planet where we've already got all the forward stations down, so therefore we'll be in a very good place to potentially do all of it in a single go. Okay, lead on the Ark of the Turians from Avitus Rix, who we ran into previously. Yeah, apparently there's something on Eladon. Good, acknowledge that, get it on the map. Ah, the guys who tried to sever me from Sam have finally sent me an email. Intriguing, and they have a sanctuary on Kadara. Okay, this is interesting, and now we've finally got ourselves a bit to go and speak to them. Okay, might go and do that, acknowledge that. I don't remember who Captain Dunn is, but he wants to speak to me as well. Beautiful. Vetra's sister wants to chat. Why does everyone always have a flipping sister who's desperately in need of something in these games? Sloan Kelly also wants to speak. Well, la-di-da, I've come to speak to you 3 times, and every time you've just kicked me straight out, so screw you. Bit more detail from Drac on the Eladon situation. Feels like they're planning to somehow make the Nexus bow down to them. Could be a bit problematic. And the Moshaw is going to let me meet up with Axul as part of Jarl's quest whenever I want to. Beautiful. So a fair few things have just updated there, but first I also need to speak to PB about her Remtex. I think we've now got all of that.
No peeking. I'm putting the finishing touches on my personal project.
I thought you said it was on the Nexus.
I'm just perfecting the final component here, or should I say, trying to. Several of the crew have offered to help, and I keep politely declining and ushering them out. So, thank you for retrieving that critical piece of Remtech, but kindly stop digging.
It's not my fault. The quest log literally told me to flipping come in here, alright? Not my problem. But alright, I'll leave you alone if that's what you want.
Fine. Have your surprise.
You won't regret it.
Want me to ask the others to back off?
No, I can handle it. As long as they're not looking to be besties. And I'm happy that someone with the galaxy at their fingertips can still give a girl her space. It's safe to say that you, my friend, are one of a kind.
Oh, keep flirting. Yep, keep flirting.
You've only scratched the surface. You have no idea what all I can do.
No, but I have an active imagination. I look forward to being educated. But no more distractions. The next time you're on the Nexus, my project will be done. Come by, and I'll unveil it. Now, if you will, please leave me to my own devices.
Alright, so, head back to the Nexus in her... She has an apartment on the Nexus? Apparently so. Okay, fine. We might well nip back and meet her. Because we just need to also go and speak to Sam. I think I might have unlocked 1 or 2 new... Guys, we have a problem with the ship. It seems to have rectified itself now. But can someone keep an eye on the armory? Because sometimes it's not there. Yeah, okay, anytime I walk through this door, the armory ceases to exist. Right! Basically, I better not be in here because it's really bad for the ship if I am. Now, as for Drac, apparently the next stage of his quest, now we've got to Kadara, is to speak to Sam quickly, because Sam can tell us something about the location.
Pathfinder, I've retrieved actionable intel from the security vid of Spender.
What did you find?
Updating your system with the nav point.
Alright, investigate Spender's Kadara connection, presumably in Kadara. Good. And while I'm around the ship, I could hardly not talk to Drac. Surely you've got something new to say, you magnificent bastard.
You know what we saw back there, right? This isn't good, Ryder. The Archon's dangerous. I've seen people like him before.
Is there something really interesting on the ceiling you want to tell me about there, Drac?
He's definitely dangerous. So dangerous, I'm not sure we're ready to deal with him.
Take him out. All we need is a plan. From where I stand, the Archon thinks he knows what's best for us. Problem is, he can follow through on it. That exaltation the Ket do, it turns people into slaves.
He can do that to us. He has that power.
Someone like him you take out fast and hard. Get the leader, the rest will follow. Honestly, drop a nuke on his head, blow up a sun if you have to. Take the collateral damage.
You know what? I like Drac. I like the fact at least someone is suggesting this. Yes, sacrifice is probably inevitable. Let's just do that. Drac, would you like to be Pathfinder? Because I would really like you to be Pathfinder. Liam, meanwhile, has got his eye on the important stuff. He wants me to download some new movies from the Nexus. Great. I've just stumbled across a new quest. Crumbs on the deck. Scan them. Follow them. Okay, we need to follow the crumbs. There might be something on this ship that's eating our supplies. That'd be cool.
Something's nesting here. Something that likes cereal. I wonder. We've probably got materials to build a humane trap and catch it.
Also, apparently, we need to flipping scan the sofa. It's a sofa. Good old sofa. Right, research center, build a mousetrap. No, not buy, sell. Well, you know what, sell everything, why not? Here we are, requires 3 aluminium to build a humane trap. Build that. And now place the trap in the creature's lair, by which we mean Liam's sofa room, because for some reason Liam's allowed to have his own bloody sofa room. Alright, wait for the trap to spring. Does that happen immediately, or... Also, are we just going to end up catching Drac? Possible.
Looks like pictures of the exaltation chamber.
Yeah, the Ket are using some Angaran-made medical equipment. Could be a lead. I just want an edge on those Ket bastards. If they ever got their hands on Sid, I'd... Well, imagine if it was Scott.
Well, Scott's an adult. I think he can take care of himself.
Scott's old enough to take care of himself.
I still feel my sister's my responsibility. I'm all she has. Sid was so little when our father left, and I was... well, her age now.
You raised your sister by yourself. That can't have been easy.
Had to. I waited forever for our father to come home. He never did. He was involved with some bad things. Bad people. Eventually it caught up to him. There was nowhere to run. Not like a whole new galaxy.
Is that why you came here?
When you're young and stupid, you make bad decisions. Piss off the wrong people. That sort of thing never goes away. Not for you, not for the ones you care about. I don't want to not come home one day.
Well, I do get the feeling that, yeah, what her sister wrote to me about, unfortunately, the trouble has somehow managed to follow them all the way to bloody Andromeda. Dear oh dear.
And yet you're on this ship, hurtling through unknown space to who knows where.
With Sid. And sure, Andromeda was an unknown. But unknown is better than being tracked down by the Batarian crew you shafted 3 years ago. Speaking hypothetically, of course. I should get back to work. Talk to my people, see if they've heard anything. Chat later?
Alright, that's totally the beginning of a loyalty mission. Got it.
Hey, Joel. Didn't mean to scare you.
What? I'm not scared. 1 second.
What's going on in here? You look busy.
If I'm busy, my mind is occupied with whatever I'm working on, rather than worrying.
I like Jarl.
I can see how that'd help.
I'd like your advice on something. I'm making gifts for everyone. I have a list.
Gifts?
Do Turians like poetry? For Vetra, I'm writing a poem and engraving it on... I'm not sure yet.
Jarl, you are the most adorable person on this ship, and I love you a lot more for that. But honestly, I'm not sure Vetra's really the poetry sort of person. She seems quite hard-headed and pragmatic. Maybe try something else.
She's a Turian. She might like something a little more hands-on.
Good to know. I'll think about that. Liam seems to like my Rofgin. I might sew him one.
He does?
Do Krogan like knives? I could craft a ceremonial Angaran dagger for Drac.
He would love that. Do it.
Who wouldn't want that?
It's mainly decorative. Would you like one?
Joel, this is a lot of work. What's really going on?
I'm sure that I seem confident and skilled to you, but I'm not. Or I don't feel like I am.
Don't romance Jarl. No romancing of Jarl. That's common. It's fine. We're kind of in uncharted territory right now.
I think most people feel like that.
I want to fit in. I want to make a difference.
And most people probably think the same thing.
My family is well known. Our lineage is respected.
and many of my kin have achieved great things. I've never been one of them. So many older siblings and cousins who succeeded at everything. I stopped trying to keep up.
Right.
Thanks for listening.
Oh, I like Jarl. He's great.
You're one of us now, Jarl.
Right, I think that's everything interesting that's going on the ship for the time being, in which case, time to figure out where we're going next at this point. And you know what? It does feel like a couple of new things have just opened up on Kadara because I came back onto the ship and checked my email. So let's just nip back down there, do a couple of things. Should be nice and quick to do because I've now got all the forward stations down. Here we go. Sloan does indeed finally actually want to speak. Lovely. Alright, third or possibly fourth time's a charm. This time, me and her are gonna be friends, okay?
Where is everybody?
I told them to get out of my sight.
What happened?
The charlatan used my own people to beat up Kytus. He's alive, barely.
The charlatan's using Kytus to put you on edge.
I know that. I didn't call you here for a pity party.
Why did you call me? I'm not exactly your favorite person.
The charlatan left a note on Kytus's body. He wants to settle things between us. Meeting spot is in Drowlear.
Could be a trap.
You think? I can't trust my own people, but you're an outsider. And honorable.
Okay, but I don't know why you would not just go there with overwhelming force yourself, but okay, fine, I'll agree to this.
I'll watch your back.
Kadara's fate will be decided at this meeting. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but hey, shit happens, right? Meet me at this location. I'll go on ahead.
I'm going to be honest, if it comes to me having to make a choice, I'd be perfectly up for potentially siding with the charlatan over Sloan. I don't know much about the charlatan, but, well, the charlatan does at least seem to be extremely well organised, and Sloan, I know, is basically beating people who don't pay their protection money up, so I'm not exactly well inclined towards her fundamentally. But then on the other hand, it kind of doesn't matter, really. Like, from a sheerly hard-headed pragmatic point of view, all that matters is that, well, we have a solution. Doesn't really matter which one. As long as there's any form of resolution, we can call down our own colony. So, Sloan might well be an acceptable evil, purely for the sake of just helping out in general. Still, number one, the firefighters. Yeah, the Hackers Sanctuary on Kadara. This one seems interesting. Here we go. Little base out here in the middle of nowhere in the mountains, miles off where I was expecting. Not a massive building, but big enough there's going to be a bit of a skirmish at least. Right. Guns away for now. Let's see if we can... Actually, why did we come here again?
You know I don't like that widget in your head. You'd be better off without it. But that's not my decision, or the hackers. They don't get to win.
I like the way Drac thinks about the world. Right, let's just get in there, and if they're going to be nasty about this, we may need to stop them. But to be honest, I think we could just live and let live. We could just, like... Ideally, maybe we just, like, I don't know, what do we need to do here? Have they committed a crime? Can they be arrested? Have they really done anything that... Never mind, we'll just see how this goes.
Welcome to our sanctuary. I'm Catherine Nye, Knight to my colleagues. I wrote the virus that freed you from Sam.
I don't know how to thank you.
I'm sorry your father did this. The initiative's use of AI could doom us all, and you were the first to suffer.
Now, yeah, let's just keep things calm at the minute. Now, was the plan to actually kill Sam for good or just contain him?
Did your virus kill Sam?
Sam has been reduced. It's harmless now. I saw the folly of merging humans and AI in the Milky Way, a Black Ops project called Overlord that created a monster. Many died. My son was hurt, and the young man used as a host was consumed. Every Pathfinder risks the same fate.
I'm going to be honest, she makes a perfectly sensible, reasonable point. Yeah, it may not seem like the same thing, but when I am the host, I'm not exactly an objective observer. It potentially, she's got a point.
That can happen? I've never heard of Overlord.
I guess your father hadn't either. Excuse me, I have work to do. Unless you have questions.
Yeah, you know what? Tell me about the other Pathfinders, potentially. All of them, kind of with the little AI thing? Was that the point? I can't remember whether it was just me or whether all Pathfinders had this.
You think the Pathfinders could be overcome by their AI?
Worse. If the initiative thinks the human-AI merge works, they might roll it out to everyone. Imagine Sam's power in the hands of people who weren't ready for it.
Interesting. Right, more about you. Why did you join the initiative?
If you're afraid of AI, why join an organization that uses it?
We needed an escape. I thought the initiative was using shackled AI for research. When I understood it... Well, a firefighter doesn't run away from a fire.
I shouldn't keep you.
Thank you. Don't worry about Sam reconnecting. Our AI detector is always watching.
That's good to know.
The virus was a beginning. I'm about to make sure the initiative never repeats its mistake.
Pathfinder, it's unlikely an AI detector could discern our private channel. However, this may not be true for your scanner.
Knight's planning something big. That's not good.
She's dangerous. Let's find out what's up. Discreetly.
Alright. What is going on here? Let's just speak to some people, read some data pads, figure out what's going on. A rogue VI that caused trouble over on Nos Astra, back in the Milky Way, fine. So I can either scan the Sanctuary for clues, or find a discreet way to learn about Knight's big plan. Okay, but don't scan, because scanning could cause trouble. Right, who else have we got here? What else can you tell me?
Oh, welcome. I'm Laveria. I'm so glad Knight's virus worked. Do you need anything?
Okay, let's... What is Knight planning?
It sounds like Knight is taking all this to the next level.
Oh, yes. Very soon now.
Has she told you anything?
Not much. Alain, her son, would know more.
Right, Alain, her son, marvellous. Also, what happened to you that would make you so virulently anti-AI you'd come and join this operation in the middle of nowhere?
Why did you join Knight's movement?
I know. Me, an underground hacker? Back home, I was a concierge on the Citadel. I coded games for my little sisters. They played together, walked to school together. And when those Geth machines attacked the Citadel, the Geth impaled them on spikes. Together.
And some people feel sorry for the Geth.
That's why I left for Andromeda. And why I joined Knight.
You see, I can vaguely see where she's coming from then. Everyone is actually coming up with perfectly good counter-arguments to my position of blindly trusting Sam.
This must be tough to hear, Sam.
Those AI are the product of a different civilization. Ours will be founded on organic, synthetic partnership. I bridge the hard-earned lessons of the past and the promise of the future.
Yeah, that sounds nice, but doesn't actually mean anything. Now apparently you might know what's going on here.
You must be Ryder. Alain. My mother's in charge around here. But you're a celebrity. Sorry I can't show you around. I'm stuck sitting here for a few more hours.
Okay. Why's that then?
Is something wrong?
I'm fine. Just good old Project Overlord. Still kicking me when I'm down. When Mom has... Nope. Can't talk about that. Do you need anything?
Okay. What's going on here?
Anything you can tell me about Project Overlord?
Black Ops guys trying to make a VI-human hybrid. They hired my mother as a programmer. They told me I was a candidate for the human part. And, hey, not like my body was doing me any favors. But my implants got hacked, and Mum said we're leaving. Lucky me. Overlord went downhill fast.
Okay, so something's very wrong with this kid.
If it's all right, can I ask why you need all these machines?
I had a serious infection in my nervous system. I used spinal implants to walk and, bathroom stuff. But while my mother was working on Project Overlord, my implants got hacked. They still work. I just have to sync them a few hours a day.
Oh, that's not good. Any chance you're willing to tell me anything about the plan?
Your mother seems to have plans.
Mum's always got plans. A big one's coming up.
Nothing else you can tell me?
I would. But you just arrived. I learned the hard way. Trust has to be earned.
Right, he's not willing to tell me anything then.
I've got to go.
You know where I'll be.
Pathfinder, I believe we can fix Alain's implants. I have schematics for an appropriate device. It will require time and resources.
Or I could start scanning, but that's risky.
You know what? Let's do this nice and subtle and clever-like. Just any research station I can actually build myself what I need. Now, step outside. Where is the nearest research lab? Because there may be one close by without actually returning to the Tempest. No, because we don't have the colony down yet. There is not. Well, in that case, let's just quickly make that. And while I'm actually building that thing for him, Cora apparently has an update on the Ark. Perfect. And Cora apparently today is just down here for whatever reason. Right, tell me what you know about the Ark.
We got it, Ryder.
You patched up the Asari flight recorder?
Some old access codes, a little data recovery from Sam. We have the Asari Ark's last heading. Nav points are set. We can head there whenever you're ready.
Alright, you're absolutely certain?
That flight recorder was a mess. Are these nav points solid?
Worst case, we get a little closer. I'll take a good chance over no chance. We need the Asari and Sarissa more than ever. I trust you to find them before the Ket do.
Right, nothing major there. We just have a nav point. Beautiful. And Vetra, I think from email, also wants to proceed with her lordship mission. Something about, yeah, her little sister's now written to her as well about something dangerous that we saw earlier.
Hey, Ryder. Got an encrypted message from Sid. She has news and wanted to talk to us both. Connecting the call now.
Finally, I've been waiting for hours.
So you want to tell us what this is all about?
I was listening to outpost updates and caught a message about settlers going missing.
What do you mean they're missing?
They didn't leave voluntarily. No work assignments, no mining expeditions, kidnapped. I dug around, and I think I know where they've been taken. A cave on a moon in the Ramov system. Originally an Angaran mine, I think, but they abandoned it.
I don't believe the planet you're talking about is a moon.
Whatever.
What did I tell you about getting involved?
I couldn't just do nothing.
How do we know your intel's even reliable?
It's reliable.
Well, I need a bit more information than that, but this seems like a pretty solid starting point, really.
We'll need more than your assurances. Who's behind this? Why target settlers?
Ugh, does it matter? Are you gonna not save them if you don't like why they're in trouble?
Sid, just give us everything you have on this.
Already done. Could I come along? I want to help.
You know the answer to that.
Right, of course. Stay away from bad people, guns, bombs, Krogan beer.
You did good. I just want you to be safe, okay?
Yeah.
Look, Krogan have multiple redundant organs and nervous systems, okay? Seriously, don't drink their beer. And nice and cheap again, a nice cybernetic device to help out that kid over in research. Lovely. Okay, back here. Theoretical but probably terrible plan. Give kid the thing that solves his disability. Then afterwards, tell his mother, hey, you know how I built that? Using an AI, because nothing but an AI could actually come up with the way of doing it. An AI solved the problem. Could theoretically work.
Ole, I put a little something together. This should help fix your implants.
Are you serious? Yeah, I can feel my nerves waking up. When Mercury goes down, Mum will lose her mind over this. Thank you.
No problem, Ole.
Okay, and by the way, tell me about Mercury, given you just told me the name of the plan.
Sorry, Mercury is sensitive stuff. I wish I could.
No, unacceptable. I literally just helped you.
Mercury. Sounds like a code name for whatever Knight's doing.
This will enable me to find any relevant data quickly.
Will it? It's literally just a code name. How will that help you? And if we need to go into the terminal anyway, how do we need to... Alright, fine, whatever. Right, here we go.
Security protocols breached.
Bring up anything tagged Mercury.
Files found. Mercury. A strike to prevent any future AI by destroying all quantum computers on the Nexus.
Damn it. You could use those computers to create AI, but right now they run half the station. A lot of people could die. We need to stop Knight, now. But quietly, okay?
Right. Locate her devices. Ah, but not here. They're actually back over in the Nexus where we can safely scan. Good. Right. So, we're actually done here. We just need to go and disable the devices over on the Nexus. Gotcha. But while we're literally on Kadara now, may as well go and do the new things. Of course, Drak's Lord Quest is right here, and I do love Drak.
Uh-oh, we got company!
That's not company! That's the Pathfinder!
Spender must have blabbed. Let's get out of here!
Quick, get on the shuttle!
The shuttle left without them!
Hurry up!
What the? No, wait! Don't leave us! What the hell do we do now? The bastard left us!
I guess we fight. Of course he did.
Well, never mind. I guess we just take out these lads then. Hello. Boom. And throws for you. Lovely. Right, well, someone got away, but we can at least kill some people and get some information. Right, I think they're dead or almost dead. Not quite. Just one more to go. Excuse me. Off you pop. Lovely. Right, that's everyone dead, but someone got away. Let's just scan around, find some information. Oh, no, one more person left. Excuse me. Over here. Guys, shoot him, please. Thank you. And one highly convenient data pad. This will be the answer we need then. Spender, a note from Arcane. Something about a scrambler. Alright.
So Spender's been sneaking goods from the Nexus to these exiles. Why?
This Arome seems concerned about something hidden in Spender's apartment on the Nexus.
Arome, I've tangled with that crook before. What's he doing with Spender?
The datapad mentions a scrambler, which would explain the state of the file in the security archives.
So, bloody convenient. It looks like everything really needs us to nip back to the Nexus momentarily. Got it. Of course, one more thing on Kadara. Sloan has requested our assistance. Let's go help her out, see if we can actually bring down a flipping colony immediately. Here we go. Another cave entrance, but different one to last time. Let's see how this is all going to go then. Hello there, Sloan.
Took your sweet time. Come on, let's get this over with.
Alright, let's do it. I'm just curious who the charlatan actually is, because hopefully we're about to find out.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
Oh, no way.
Reyes?
I'm here for the charlatan, not some third-rate smuggler.
They're one and the same.
Surprise.
Okay, intriguing. Well, now I'm very glad I didn't sleep with him. Was this your plan? In which case, wait, why are we suddenly acting like he's betrayed us? He hasn't betrayed us. We might just want to join forces with him against Sloan right the hell now.
The Angaran spy. Your interest in the Rokar murders. Everything you've done has been to undermine Sloan's power.
Death by 1,000 cats.
You said you wanted to settle things. How?
A duel. You and me, right now. Winner takes Kadara Port.
You want to avoid war by shooting each other?
2 people shooting each other is better than a lot of people shooting each other.
He's right. Side with him.
I'll take those terms.
Sniper, his sights are set on Sloan.
Save... No, don't save Sloan. It's dishonourable, but rather Reyes than Sloan.
Bang. Get her out of here. Prepare the crew. Kadara Port is ours tonight.
Guess you got everything you wanted.
What I want is peace. Sloan would have brought war to Helios. We don't have the population to survive that.
Is Reyes even your real name?
It's what my mother called me. It's my real name. I only lied because I didn't want the rumors surrounding the charlatan to taint your view of me.
Honestly, there's barely any rumours about the charlatan himself. The only rumours I've been hearing are about Sloan. And she's a monster who beats people up and leaves them to die in the wasteland for not paying her protection money. I'm glad she's gone.
From what I just saw, I'd say the rumors were right about you.
Being honorable never got me anywhere, Pathfinder.
So what now?
I get to work. Kadara Port won't take itself.
Hey, can I have a colony on the ground, please? And yeah, one more thing to do then. Speak to Reyes at Tartarus. Okay. I should have seen that coming. That was an obvious twist. But, alright. That's pretty cool. I mean, to be honest, that wasn't really even a hard decision for me. There's nothing to recommend about Sloan Kelly. She's vicious. She's been a complete dick to me the whole time. She's been involved in the creation of incredibly destructive, addictive drugs. Everyone who works for her seems to be an absolute psychopath. Reyes isn't perfect, but, like, it's no contest between Sloan and Reyes.
Thought you'd be in the throne room. Tartarus is a little shabby for Kadara's new leader, don't you think?
Come on, Ryder. You know I prefer to rule from the shadows.
This is your chance to go legitimate.
I'm not built for the spotlight. The Angara you met at Sloan's party, Kima Dorgan. She's agreed to be my front. And with Sloan gone, there's room for the initiative on Kadara.
Nice! Bloody finally, yes!
I'll start rounding up volunteers for an outpost. Might take a while. You exiles have a reputation.
Not all of us are thieves and murderers. I am, but some of the others are perfectly nice.
Perfectly.
Jokes aside, I want this outpost just as much as you do. It will have my full protection. That's a promise.
Yeah, there's got to be a catch here somewhere. This guy's too much of a manipulator for there not to be any catch.
And how much will that promise cost me?
The trade your outpost will bring in should cover it.
Honestly, seems a pretty damn good deal.
It's a handshake. We're partners now.
We are. Why are you being sniffy about this? This is fine. This is the best possible outcome, to be honest.
Partners and friends.
And there we are. Create an outpost. Lovely. So, bloody finally, it has taken us a very, very long time. But we are ready to settle Kadara. Marvellous. And hopefully this will have a big impact on, like, viability. Wait. No, settling won't, because settling causes... Never mind. Hopefully viability will go up.
Confirmed. Calling outpost.
Amazing. This may piss off as many people as you manage to feed.
Director, I trust you're enjoying the show?
I'm enjoying the progress. The show part is something else entirely. Honestly, an outpost on Kadara, where the worst of our exiles stake their claim, you better be sure about this.
Oh, we've already killed pretty much all of the worst of the exiles. Now it's just... Also, did I put lipstick on before doing this? I swear Ryder's lips look a lot more red. Was she kind of, you know, prepared for the possibility she'd need to give a speech that she got herself made up ahead of time? Blimey. Don't worry, it's going to be fine. We're going to bring them back into our fold.
They want stability, same as the Nexus. A solid outpost will bring some back.
True. They left when the dream failed. And you've done a lot to restore it. It's a win. And we'll take wins wherever we can get them. You need to do this again. Another step forward, but of course there's more. There's always more. Time for the public address. Think you can distill something motivational out of this?
Something to sell Kadara. You'll actually run it?
I may have concerns, but my ledger has one more outpost than it did yesterday. Sell it.
It is pretty much a true frontier. That's a good marketing message right there.
Getting this far was hard, and it won't get easier. But it will get better. We have to want it to get better. Kadara is the frontier. As wild and as promising as it gets. I know we're up for it.
For posterity, Pathfinder. Addison out.
Because that little speech normally gives you, yep, 100% on Kadara. Spot on. Right, that is Kadara, done. And I get a shuttle model. Nice. And by the looks of it, no new quests have actually shown up immediately. We just have this lovely little settlement site here. Yep, nice little settlement. Very cool indeed. Well, there we are. Kadara taken care of. Lovely. And I think more importantly than absolutely anything else, no, shut up with all of your things that need spending and whatever. I think the trap we set has actually caught something. Time to figure out what was actually, yeah, eating all our food supplies. So I think the quest just updated to check the trap. One trap. What was it?
Hi there. You must be the one eating all our cereal.
It's a new space hamster! Oh my goodness, you don't seem dangerous at all. You seem adorable.
No poison glands or claws. Nothing on scans. You're probably only a risk to leftovers.
Oh my goodness, it is indeed a new space hamster. You're extremely cute. No, we shouldn't study you.
You're the most adorable critter I've met in Andromeda so far. I should find you somewhere safer than our cargo bay.
I'll release you off. No, we're keeping it. It's a pet now.
How about a nice warm cage in my quarters and all the cereal you can eat? Guess everybody around here needs a home.
Oh, that's adorable. And I leveled up from adopting a space hamster. That's the best way to level up. That's wonderful. Here he is. Oh, if I examine him, does he make an adorable squeak noise just like the space hamster in Mass Effect 2? No, actually, it's less adorable. I prefer the meep from Mass Effect 2. The little just kind of random squeaking's not as good. I mean, it's okay, but it's not weep. Especially with the little gap. You had to kind of interact with the space hamster in Mass Effect 2, then wait a bit, then it went and weep. That was way better. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is more than enough for now, but I feel like we've caught up very nicely with a fair few members of our crew, as well as getting Kadara settled. And that means, well, now there's a lot of things we could do next, a lot of choices to make, because Kadara beneath us is apparently in very, very good shape right now. We have, of course, got Eladon, and on Eladon potentially a link. That's not where Eladon is. That's where Eladon is. And presumably, yes, a link to where we might be able to find some of the Turian Ark. Very, very promising indeed. Alternatively, over here on the very far edge of this little galaxy, system, cluster, whatever this thing is, whatever the whole big thing is, whatever this is, yes, indeed, we need to go and potentially find the Asari Ark. Cora Harper seems to think it is going to be somewhere over here. And alternatively, we do indeed have what was supposed to be the Turian Golden World and Vetra's loyalty mission up there as well. So, 4 big, good, meaty things we could indeed go and do, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to be up to you which one we go and do next. Because tomorrow, we are doing a Mass Effect Andromeda live stream. I'll do like a little tiny separate video to announce it as well. But yeah, basically, I'd like to do a big live stream tomorrow for Mass Effect Andromeda, because Mass Effect Andromeda is big. It's really, really bloody big. And I'd like to kind of, make some solid, good progress through it at this point. So I'm going to do a big live stream tomorrow, mainly because Claire's away for a few days, so I'm going to be bored tomorrow and not have anything to do in the evening. So as a result, yes, we're going to do a big live stream, and we can basically go and do the missions that you decide we're going to do. We'll do a big straw poll at the beginning, and life will be good, and we will go and do 1 or 2 of these things. Actually, I'm not sure how big they are. I think, like, the stuff up here feels like it's not so big, so we might be able to do, like, stuff up there relatively quickly. I think that's just, like, 1 mission, so that can't take that long either. Whereas I suspect Eladon is going to be very, very big indeed. So, we will go and do some of those stuff. Or, we could go and nip back to the Nexus, of course. That should be an option as well. We might need to nip back to the Nexus. There's a few submissions there, and it might be nice to go and deal with PB's quest. Because indeed, yeah, PB's loyalty quest, the next step for that is back on the Nexus as well. So, all of that will be available as an option tomorrow in the live stream, ladies and gentlemen. I'll put an announcement out. It will almost certainly be 4 PM UK time, which would therefore put it at like late morning, noonish in America, or 5 PM in Europe. So, hopefully you can join with that, and we can make some good, solid progress into Mass Effect Andromeda. Because, yes, I can't deny the fact that we've now learnt that Mass Effect Andromeda is kind of on ice, or rather the entire Mass Effect franchise is kind of on ice, and we don't know what EA wants to do with it, so there's no guarantee Mass Effect Andromeda is even getting a sequel, so there's not really much point having a 100% save file, because we don't know it's going to be useful for anything. It tempers my enthusiasm for bothering with a 100%, like, total playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda. So let's speed up some progress, do a nice live stream tomorrow, and get some good stuff going. So, hopefully, I will see you there. And in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nerd, and this has been Mass Effect Andromeda. Thank you very much, and goodbye. This is the face of death, okay? This is what my sudden death looks like. Do not engage before we arrive. Do not engage. What are you doing? I specifically said don't. Oh, no.
No, John.
Oh, he likes that. The Romans touched me.